The price of Bitcoin is $72,264. It's had a significant rally up today, and I wanted to bring up some of the things that are going on in the world of crypto right now with regards to the longer term of what is happening. Of course, Bitcoin halving is happening on April the 18th. And when Bitcoin halving takes place, we're going to experience some significant price volatility. We need to make sure that we are correctly positioned for that price volatility. And if you're interested in what's to come, we're going to be taking some trades. We're going to be pointing out the entries and exits, and there is a lot of things to cover on altcoins and with Bitcoin in today's video. So make sure you've slapped a like on it, subscribe to the channel, join the TMG Trades community, and let's crack on. But first things first, this is where I've been for the past few days. Now, as you all know, I race cars these days. It's my hobby. Ever since making a bunch of money off crypto, look, a bunch of guys go out there, they buy fancy cars, they buy fancy watches. For me, I like racing. I like property, I like racing. Those are the two things that I choose to invest my profits into. The latter of racing is less of an investment, although I do own half of a race team. I want to show you a little bit of an accident that I had in yesterday's race because I think it's fairly amusing. And if you want to watch the entire race, feel free to go over to GT World. You can see the race here. It gets a bunch of views. It's also streamed live on Sky Sports. But if we watch here, this is what happened to me. There we go.
Because of losing the lap and a spin. Now also for Jordan Kerridge's Lotus Emira down at the final corner. And can he get the engine
5
fired?
seconds time penalty for car 69 for pit stop out of the window.
Number 69 being the Jordan Kerridge Stephen Lake Lotus. So he has a spin and he has a penalty to worry about as well. But he has.
There we go. So yeah, I had a spin, and I also got a penalty for pitting outside of the window that you've got for pits. So the driver change, yeah. Anyway, point is, we started the race doing really well. And when we started the race, Stephen, my teammate, Stephen had gone out. We'd started in, I think, 6th place. He'd got us up to 3rd place in the race in our category. And then I went out and I had a spin. And then I got a couple of penalties. And then we ended up finishing in 5th place. But when you applied the penalties, we actually finished in 6th place. Not ideal, but a very fun way to start the year. And honestly, if you're wondering, look, what do you do when you make a bunch of money in crypto? Go racing. It is a better investment than buying a G-Wagon, and it gives you a lot more things to do, think about, and a whole new community of people. It's very exciting, and yeah, I couldn't recommend it enough. Anyway, the point is, what's going on with Bitcoin today? Because the price has now gone down another $100, but this morning we had a significant rally to the upside. If we look here, what happened this morning here on the 15-minute chart, and we look at the scale for its auto, you can see here that the indicator took a small short position, cancelled it, then took a long position, and it's been long ever since. Currently, the price of Bitcoin being $72,132. The MACD is coming down just a little bit. Let's reset the scale here on the MACD here. You can see the MACD is looking like it's going to probably come back to the upside pretty soon. But it's interesting is this. So Bitcoin has actually been rallying up very significantly from 69 back up to $72,000. How has Ethereum been performing? Well, actually, Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin. You can see here, Ethereum is up nearly 6% compared to Bitcoin's 4%. Ethereum is outperforming Bitcoin again. That's pretty exciting because looking at this chart here, this is the Ethereum versus Bitcoin 1 month chart. This is not Ethereum versus US dollars, but if you was to trade Ethereum exclusively in Bitcoin, this is the chart that you end up with. And we've had a long period of downtrend here, and then a long period of uptrend that we experienced. Also a very long period of downtrend. This downtrend actually started back here, back in November of 2021, when the price of Ethereum started going down against the price of Bitcoin. Since then, it's been pretty much nothing but downwards. But I think we're going to experience a huge boost in the Ethereum Bitcoin value very soon, and hopefully that is reflected in the price of Ethereum, which to me right now is looking very, very juicy, more so juicy than what Ethereum is looking. And when considering what to be trading over here on PHEMEX, and again, if you're wondering why you should trade on PHEMEX, well, because PHEMEX over here, if we just skip back to the right point, there we go. PHEMEX on the side of the car. Check them out. You'll find a link for PHEMEX in today's video description. PHEMEX is a fantastic cryptocurrency exchange, and you can find a link for it in today's video description. Make sure you sign up, check it out. You can get up to $8,000 for free for literally just making an account, making a deposit, and placing a couple of trades. The point being, when you're trading on PHEMEX, you can trade all of these different trading pairs. So when you are trading on PHEMEX, what do you want to trade? You want to pick the right thing to trade. So from my perspective right now, Ethereum is the one. Now I'm looking over here on Ethereum. I'm not currently in an Ethereum long position, but I'm looking at this level of resistance here at kind of between $3,666 and $3,700. And I think a break of $3,700 likely means that Ethereum is going to come up and rally up back to the highs here at 4,100. And my bull market prediction for Ethereum is very clear at this point in time. I expect $20,000 Ethereum by the end of this bull market. A lot of people don't think that $20,000 Ethereum can happen. I completely disagree with those people. I think the market is more bullish than you can ever imagine. And if we're looking at other things in the markets right now, one of the things that I told the people in Crypto Saving Experts group that you'll find again a link for in today's video description, AIT looking incredibly cheap. We discussed it in the AMA at 59 cents. Even now is incredibly cheap. The other day it dropped down as low as 37 cents per coin. It's had a significant rally since, but the highs up here seem very much untapped, and I'm pretty excited to see the price action on this. Now, speaking of AIT, there are a lot of different altcoins that we can cover in today's video. I think that waiting for the breakout on Ethereum is going to pay better than any Bitcoin trade that you could take right now. Before we discuss what are the best altcoins that you can be holding for the mid and short term, we need to be looking at how is Bitcoin going to be performing, because Bitcoin to me right now is actually looking like a potential break of the highs. Now, yes, we've had this rally up. It's likely we have a little bit of a retrace somewhere down to like $71,500. But in the meantime, the question is what's going to happen to the altcoins. And I think altcoins are going to start increasing in terms of their dominance. Let's remove the indicators off this chart here, and then we can get down to the business of charting what is going on currently with the price of Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin is very close to its previous all-time high. The previous all-time high is set here at $74,000, and it'll either make a lower high here and get rejected and go all the way back down again as we continue this pennant outwards, or more likely from my perspective, being that we've actually broken out here. You can see that this dotted line, we've broken out. This is pretty significant. The worst case scenario from my perspective at this point in time is we drop back down to $70,000. We managed to snag a long position at $70,000, and then it continues breaking to the upside. But I think this week is going to yield some significantly good things for Bitcoin as the price of Bitcoin continues to rally up to about $85,000 by the end of this week. That is my current prediction on the price of Ethereum. In terms of other altcoins to be looking at right now, Brett is a meme coin. Brett's meme coin price has gone very well since it launched. Now, Brett, when it launched, was like way low. We don't actually have the whole history of the chart here, but you can see since I first started talking about Brett down at 2 cents, it's now trading at 7 cents per coin. I think that Brett is currently forming a very strong breakout pattern right now, very strong bull flag, and I think that the meme coin space is going to have another significant rally to the upside. These things don't have a top. There is no cap to how high a meme coin can go. A meme coin can go up indefinitely. There is no reason for it to go down if the market continually is bullish. Essentially, Brett is a locked system because Brett is traded on base chain. And in order to get your money off base chain, you have to wait a week. So people tend to deposit and trade within the base chain ecosystem, meaning it continually attracts more liquidity, being the main and biggest meme coin on base. Other meme coins that I'm interested in right now, one of which is Dogecoin. Dogecoin currently trading at 20 cents per coin, has had a significant rally up recently. As you all know, I stopped buying Hex because Richard Hart is a complete knob and he destroyed the price of Hex. If you look at what happened to Hex recently, Richard Hart made a tweet when the price of Hex was 1 cent and it caused the price of Hex to drop 80% back down to the lowest it's ever been. Like, Hex has never been this low in price apart from when it first launched. It's shocking that he did that to his community, and it's why I stopped buying Hex, because you might go, oh, but he's always right. Yeah, but he's also a dick, and I don't like that. So I started switching all of my surplus money that I was buying Hex with over to buying Dogecoin, and Dogecoin is now increasing in price. I actually think Dogecoin during the course of this bull market is going to break $1, so it should be around a 5x from where it sits right now. A few other different altcoins to check in on. It's a shame that one's just pumped. I actually loaded up this chart about an hour ago before it had pumped. Anyway, Chainflip, currently trading at $6 per coin. I don't know if you've ever seen much about Chainflip, but Chainflip will have some significant growth in this bull market. Recently, it was trading as high as $9.50. Currently, it's trading down at $6. If it gets back up to that level there, it's a 50 50% increase in price. But if it gets into, what's its all-time high here for Chainflip? Chainflip's all-time high is $9. So it launched into a bear market, didn't do particularly much for a long period of time. And then, since that point in time, has started increasing price again. I'm bullish on Chainflip. Research it, read about it. It looks pretty decent. Other things, Beware. Now, Beware is an interesting one, currently trading at $1. Recently, they had a token unlock. That caused the price of Beware to drop from $2 down to $1. The 50% drop in price. That's not good news, but it's not the first time something like this has happened for Beware, with the price previously reaching $1.60 and then dropping down to 80 cents and then proceeding to rally up to $2.60, providing, what is that, like a 3 or 4x for the people that managed to have the balls to buy during this dip. So I'm looking at that kind of situation again and going, okay, we're reaching similar to the previous levels as before. It's probably a good time to be buying into something like Beware right now. I know that it's not a dead ecosystem, it's a growing ecosystem, it's an exciting ecosystem, and I think that good things are going to come out of it. Other ones, Phantom, very cheap right now. Phantom is going to do very big things this bull market. I bought $125,000 of Phantom coins with my Elrond. I actually sold a bunch of Elrond at about $63 per coin to buy a bunch of Phantom when it was down at these levels down here, like $80, $91, somewhere around those levels. And currently we're still at those levels. But I'm expecting this during the course of this bull market to peak well above $10. What is the all-time high actually for Phantom? I can't remember what it is. Let's have a zoom out here. So the all-time high on this chart is in January 2022 up at $3, but this is not the all-time chart. This is literally just perpetual futures on Binance. I actually think the all-time high for Phantom is somewhere near like $8 or $9, if I remember correctly. Point is, Phantom is looking very good right now. GLMR, Glimmer, Moonbeam. If you look at the MACD right now for Moonbeam, it's just about to cross bullish again here on the daily chart. That indicates that something good is going to come to the Polkadot ecosystem, and I'm expecting good things to happen to the price of Glimmer. Right now on Glimmer on the daily chart, I have just bought a little bit more. I'm expecting some good things from it, and also I stake all of my Glimmer coins on the Glimmer, whatever it is, on their website, and I earn free money off that. Every day I make like $200 staking my Glimmer coins, so that's really cool, and you should all do it. The final coin to be looking at right now from my perspective in terms of undervalued coins, Frontier. Frontier's price recently rallied up from 40 cents up to $3, intense profit taking for a period of like a few weeks now. And I think that period of time is over, and I think that we're going to start rallying back to the upside and continue set uptrend. If you look at the MACD, it looks to be shaping around here. Looks like we've got some uptrend coming in pretty soon. I am very, very bullish right now on the price of Frontier. Other things to point out, Bitcoin liquidation heat map. I mean, we liquidated a bunch of people this morning. If we were still looking at the 24-hour chart, well, we could see here, there's a few levels down here and a few levels up here, but really no key levels of liquidations right now. More so, the market driver in the market right now is going to be something like BlackRock buying more Bitcoin, or Grayscale selling more Bitcoin. That will be what drives the market at this point in time. If you have enjoyed today's video, check out PHEMEX. You'll find a link for it in today's video description. Slap a like on it. Let's get 1,000 likes on this video. It's never going to happen, but we can at least try. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it, and I look forward to being back to daily videos again. So yeah, subscribe. I'm back for again a while, and then I'll go racing again and I'll take a week off. But I'm back for now again, so subscribe. Have a great day.